If I lost everything in crypto, and I'm talking portfolio and all of my knowledge, this is exactly what I would do to get rich. There's no fluff, no hype, a dead simple 3-step strategy on how to make it in crypto. And again, this is completely beginner friendly, super easy to do. And again, you're not only going to stay ahead in crypto, but you will have the chance to make some serious wealth along the way. Step 1 is the most simple. And to be honest, you could simply just follow this and outperform most crypto traders. And that is Bitcoin is king. It's that simple. Buy Bitcoin. That's it. I could probably end the video now. Just buy Bitcoin and you could be done with it. But of course, there's a little bit more to that. We want to be buying Bitcoin via a dollar cost average strategy. So dollar cost average, also known as DCA, means you're buying at regular timeframes, whether that be buying every week, every month, or every day. Again, crypto is a lot more volatile, so I would recommend probably buying every week or every day if that is possible. You can do this on a load of different exchanges. I will go in depth on a step-by-step how to set all of that up. But simply, however much you can afford, just buy Bitcoin on frequent timeframes, whether that is $50 a week, whether that is just $5 a day. Of course, it's going to add up over time. Just buy consistently. Don't even bother looking at the price. Just simply buy over and over again. If you zoom back in time, anybody who bought Bitcoin at a high, we take back at $69,000. They have made huge profit. Again, it's proven. It's better than buying any other blue chip coins. Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. All you do is buy that over a time period, every week, every month, or every day, and you will perform well. If I had no knowledge, I would probably just do this alone. I would forget about all of these different altcoins, meme coins. There's no FOMO. There's no trying to buy the dip, chase and sell the top. Just simply buy Bitcoin every week and that would be done. Step 2 is actually quite a fun aspect, and this is learning and building your circle. So again, if you had no knowledge at all, you're starting from square zero. You may have heard of Bitcoin and a few crypto names, but that would be it. So of course, the first strategy would be just buying Bitcoin. But this is where you kind of get to understand and explore in the crypto space. You can try out different protocols, ecosystems, and learn about them. Whether that be AI, gaming, DeFi, NFTs, you want to just find an area of crypto that interests you and just learn about that. Join different spaces, communities, Discords, or Telegrams, ask people questions and learn. And this is the important part, is building a community and a network. Over time, you'll find friends or connections in these ecosystems you are interested in. You yourself can only learn and keep your eye on so much at one time. However, if you have a strong circle and a network of people, there's say 5 eyes, 10 eyes, people always looking out. What is the next hot trend? What is the new narrative? And having a strong circle allows you to spot these brand new narratives before other people. And of course, this is where the serious gains are made, where you're talking at 10x's, 50x's, maybe even 100x's. That is mostly down to spotting new narratives and from your circle. This can take a lot of time of learning, and that is why I recommended the Bitcoin strategy for straight beginners. But once you kind of have a grasp and can spot things, that is where you will make your extreme gains. And that takes us perfectly on to step 3. And that is only buy altcoins that can 3x the performance of Bitcoin. So you may say people buy other blue chip coins, the likes of Solana, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, all of those, which yes, you can buy them. However, you may as well stick to this simple strategy. If you're buying a coin that isn't Bitcoin, it's a lot riskier. We have seen this over the past 2 years. Bitcoin has literally been trending steadily up. If we compare that to the performance of Ethereum, Ethereum is actually down and nearly 50% from its previous highs, while Bitcoin is in a few percentage points of that. So if you're going to buy an altcoin and it's going to be risky, you want, of course, that risk to reward to balance out. And that is why we only buy coins that can 3x the performance of Bitcoin. In order to, of course, find these coins, you're going to need to spot new narratives. whether that be the next hot meme coin, the new gaming or AI coin. This is where it is hard, but again, since you have your community and learning experience, you may be able to spot these tokens. Of course, it is high risk, but it's high reward. And that's why for these investments, you should only use a small percentage point of your portfolio. Say you bought simply just with 1% of your portfolio. If you hit, say, a 10x, that then becomes 10% of your portfolio. You should never go in with a large percent. You go in with a small percent, and if you hit well, of course, that then becomes a larger percent of your portfolio. If you don't really have the time to keep on track of what's happening in crypto, completely ignore this step and just follow step 1 with buying Bitcoin. Because again, Bitcoin is king. That is the majority of your portfolio. And these small percentage of altcoins need to be coins with a high upside and a large performance in comparison to Bitcoin. So that is my playbook if I was starting fresh in crypto. Stack Bitcoin consistently no matter what. Learn and build a network of a community to then spot narratives. And then from those narratives, only buy altcoins that can 3x the performance of Bitcoin. If you found any of this video helpful, you can join my community down below where we deep dive step by step on how you can get started and start earning in crypto. That's it. No hype, no shortcuts, just a long-term strategy to ensure you make it in crypto. It may take you some time, but I'm sure you'll get there.